So you might have a channel, you might have a niche, you might understand the entire process to create YouTube automation videos fast. But how do you pick good video topics that have a good chance of going viral? There's many ways to do it. In this video here, we're going to cover 4 ways that you can find hot video topics that have a good chance of getting a lot of views. The first one is to simply use the YouTube search bar and search keywords around the specific topic that your niche is around and simply see what's suggested to you, right? So for example, we'll use cryptocurrency or Bitcoin. So what we could do is we could say, why is Bitcoin? And then see what's popping up, right? This is what people are searching for on YouTube. YouTube is literally telling us. So we can make a video on why is Bitcoin going down? Why is Bitcoin valuable? Why is Bitcoin crashing? Why is Bitcoin dropping? Why is Bitcoin going down today? So let's see. If we click on why is Bitcoin going down today, let's get a little bit more data on this specific topic and this specific keyword. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to look at the size of the channels that are ranking relatively high under this search term and see if there's an opportunity in this market, right? See if there's an opportunity for you to hop in and rank a video here relatively high. If there's a lot of high subscriber channels ranking at the top, and they're getting a lot of views, the chance of you ranking under this search term isn't very likely. However, if there's a decent number of potential opportunities there, meaning that there's other channels that aren't that big that are getting a lot of views, then you clearly have an opportunity, okay? So for example, obviously the top of this is pretty saturated. We have Tech Lead, who's a big channel. You don't know if they're a big channel, just search the actual channel and see. So Tech Lead, 1.38 million. Yahoo Finance, obviously a big. This Andre dude I know is big. I don't know who Jamie Tree is, but I'm assuming that they're big. Faris Q. Jamie Tree 156, not that big, but obviously a lot bigger than a brand new channel, 111. So the top of this is relatively saturated. But if we scroll down a little bit, financial education is big. Is crypto hype big? Is crypto world big? Let's find out. Okay, so Crypto Hype is 67,000, a decent sized channel, and this one's 129. So this is not something that we'd potentially want to go after. Obviously, if you scroll down a little bit more, you have like Cheeky Crypto, Brian Jung, and Connor Jenny. Let's check these guys. It probably isn't a good video topic. Yep, 140, 1.2, and 145. So none of this is a good opportunity. So let's try something else. Let's try, will cryptocurrency take over? Will cryptocurrency replace fiat currency? Especially in the beginning as well, you want to kind of go after longer tail keywords. And by that, I mean, because they're more rankable when you're a newer channel, okay? So by that, I mean, you don't necessarily want to use like 1 or 2 words in your keyword phrase. You want to go after longer tail keywords with more words in them when you're a brand new channel in the beginning, because it's easier to rank as a brand new channel with long tail keywords relative to something that's a short tail keyword. For example, Bitcoin or Bitcoin news. It's one keyword or one or two keywords in that keyword phrase. Much harder to rank for as a newer channel rather than Bitcoin news or like the hottest Bitcoin news in, October of 2022 or whatever, right? So just keep that in mind. It's going to be easier to rank for longer tail keywords. Let's do a little research on will cryptocurrency replace the US dollar? So this is a year ago. Forbes is a big channel. Now this news right here. London Real is a big channel. Reason TV, I don't know. Kitco News, I don't know. And Truth Investor, let's just kind of see. 2.16 million. Yep, 800,000, 504,000, and 122. So all of these are relatively saturated, at least right off the bat. It looks kind of that way. So these are all things that I wouldn't go after, but this is just something that you can play around with. Now, keep in mind too that this is just like ideally. You're trying to find ideal keyword phrases that YouTube is literally telling you people are suggesting for that seem to have opportunity, meaning that there aren't a lot of high-end creators with big channels that are ranking for them on the first page. That's all you're basically doing here. I would rather go after something with a lot of competition rather than something with literally no competition that's not getting any search traffic, right? So if something has a lot of competition, but it has a lot of search traffic, I would much rather get in on that because your channel and your video could potentially get suggested by another top creator's channel and another top creator's video in the suggestion tab on the side or below it on mobile. Okay, so that's not that big of a deal, but this is just ideally we'd find something like that rather than going after something with like no views. And even though it's rankable, because even though you might be able to rank #1 overall under that search term, nobody's searching for it. And so you're never really going to get any views anyway, right? So this isn't the be all end all if it's super competitive, but ideally you'd find something that has an opportunity, isn't as competitive, but is getting the search volume and does have a good opportunity. All right. So that's the first thing. YouTube search around keyword topics, just see what's suggested to you. Obviously, this is going to depend on your niche. Cryptocurrency and Bitcoin, as I've covered, in other parts of this course, is a super saturated and super competitive niche, and I don't recommend anybody get into it, hence the example that I just gave you, okay? Now, the second thing that you can do is use TubeBuddy. TubeBuddy is an extension that I highly recommend for everybody trying to start a YouTube channel. It doesn't matter if you're creating your own videos and creating your own brand, or if you're creating YouTube automation videos. TubeBuddy is a no-brainer. I'll try to link somewhere where you can get a discount to TubeBuddy that I said. I've been recommending TubeBuddy for literally like 5 years now. Can't recommend them enough. I use it all the time on my own specific personal channel, and I also use it on all my YouTube automation channels. It's a game changer. Again, I'll link somewhere attached to this lecture in the resources section or somewhere a discount link so you can get TubeBuddy at a discount. All right. So the way that you do this is you use TubeBuddy, and then you want to go down to Keyword Explorer. Now, Keyword Explorer is a cool tool that TubeBuddy has. It also pops up here, the Keyword Explorer, like different Google Trends, which is something we're going to talk about here in a second. So Keyword Explorer is really cool because you can play around with different keyword and keyword phrases in your topic niche. So Bitcoin Rising is an example of a good one that I found relatively recently on another video that I was covering on this topic. So you can see here it's ranked excellent. TubeBuddy will literally give you a score on whether they recommend that you go after this or not. Obviously, the more right it is, the better. The more left it is, the worse. So don't go after that. Basically, all it's doing is it's judging the search volume on YouTube specifically and the competition on YouTube specifically at this current time and recommending for your specific channel. If it's weighted, obviously, weighted means it's gauging the size of your channel. So obviously, keep in mind, I'm looking on a channel that has like 40,000 subscribers. Your channel is going to be brand new. If you go unweighted, obviously, it's going to go down a little bit because you're going on you're competing against everybody across the board, right? So weighted means that you're going to have a higher likelihood the bigger your channel is. If you want to turn that off, it's not going to really matter in the beginning. So it doesn't really matter for you, but obviously as you grow bigger, you're going to want to keep weighted on because that's going to give you a better indication of what your specific channel can rank for at your specific channel size, okay? But you can see over here, not only is it recommending this keyword phrase is decent to rank for, so we should go after it and try to find an article that we can paraphrase or create a video script around Bitcoin rising, but it's also going to give you related searches over here on what you can put in your script to actually rank for specific keywords. So why is Bitcoin rising today? Crypto rising today. Crypto rising Phoenix skin. I don't know what that is, but you'd have to search for it. Bitcoin rising or falling. And so let's try another one. Let's say like Ethereum. I don't even know how to spell Ethereum, to be perfectly honest. Ethereum, it's going to recommend different things to you. So Ethereum merge price prediction. Let's try this. And we'll go unweighted. So it's a decent one if I'm unweighted. For my specific channel, it's going to be excellent. It's telling you that the search volume is kind of okay, but the competition, meaning the people making videos on this specific topic on YouTube, isn't that high. There's a good opportunity there. And so if I optimize using a lot of these specific keywords in my script, I can rank relatively high for this and hop on this trend, all right? So obviously, when you're doing searches, they're not always going to be excellent. A lot of them are going to be in the red, orange, and yellow. And then when you find green ones, make videos on those topics because those are rankable good opportunities. So Keyword Explorer is probably the best way out of all of these to approach video topics because there's no guessing anymore. It's literally showing you the data and recommending make this video or don't, and also giving you related searches over here and different keyword phrases to put in your video script. Now, the next one is simply go to the YouTube trending page. So you can do this on mobile, or you can go to the YouTube trending page on a desktop computer and just scroll down to see what's trending on all these specific things and try to find trending topics and see if there's any trending topics on your niche, right? So if our niche for this example is Bitcoin or cryptocurrency, we want to scroll down and see if there's any videos or any topics that we can potentially make videos on, because if there's something in the trending section, that means that that topic is relatively trending now and we can capitalize on it. It's a different kind of way to look at kind of Google Trends, which will be the next one that we'll talk about here in a second. But go down, scroll down, and see if there's any opportunity. Maybe there's a different, altcoin or a different cryptocurrency that's just popping off that we can make a video on if that goes into trending. Now, if you're a sports channel, well, then there's plenty of opportunities here, because Man U just beat Tottenham. You can cover something like that on an article there. You could cover how the Pelicans just beat the Nets. You could cover how Liverpool just beat West Ham. Obviously, there's a lot of search traffic for these things currently right now, and YouTube trending is telling you that. All right. So you don't want to force any videos here. Like, you don't want to make something, if your channel is cryptocurrency, about Paper Mario, because that has no relevance to you, right? Like, even though, yes, this is trending, or even though like something like this is trending right here. Former Navy pilot Ryan Graves on his phone, like this was Joe Rogan's one of his most recent podcasts, right? But this UFOs has nothing to do with my channel if I were making a Bitcoin channel. So I don't want to force that. You want to look through this every once in a while, every few days, and try to figure out if there's any relevant trending videos that you can make topics on to your specific niche and your specific topic. All right. And finally, you want to go to Google Trends. So if we go, just go to Google Trends. You don't just want to search into the search term. What you want to do is you want to enter a phrase. It can be any phrase in the beginning. It doesn't matter. You just want to get to the screen where you can optimize for specific YouTube traffic that's recent. So we'll type in like Bitcoin just as a random phrase. It doesn't matter what you type in here. Then it's going to take you to the search page right here. So you want to optimize for YouTube current searches by going up to web search and clicking just YouTube search, because we're only interested in YouTube search specifically. Now, don't get me wrong, like Google will suggest us, other relevant news will suggest us, and like your video has a chance to pop up there. But we want to optimize for YouTube, especially in the beginning. So let's go YouTube search. Also, you want it to be recent, right? Because we don't care about something that happened a year ago. So you want to go down to past 12 months. And you either want to go past day or past 7 days, or every once in a while, I'll play around with the past 30 days, but let's go past 7 days. So obviously it's happening relevant within this week. If you want something more optimized, go past day, but just to give you more search terms and opportunities here, we'll go 7 days to the past week. Now, if you have a specific category that's in here, then chances are you want to click on this category, right? There's a bunch of different categories. So again, if you were in the sports niche here, if you were creating real estate videos, then you'd go there. Right? There's finance here, so I can click on finance, but there's no like cryptocurrency. So you can go down and see like different specific topics that are suggested to you. Obviously, you'll look right here, like in the past 7 days on YouTube search under finance in the United States. If you're in a specific country, you can set it there. If you want to go worldwide, you can set it there. You can see that ARK Invest is a topic. Bitcoin chart analysis tends to be a topic. Ripple news tends to be a topic. I don't know who Gareth Soloway is, so let's check that. Check what Gareth Soloway is. I don't know who that is. Maybe it's some dude that made a Bitcoin prediction or a cryptocurrency prediction. So the Better Traders podcast with Gareth Soloway. I don't know who he is, but chances are if we made something about Gareth Soloway recently, he probably made a good prediction. So this is a great way that you can play around with topics and literally see in a specific country or in worldwide within a recent time period, so within a week or within a day or two, under a specific category and under specific YouTube searches, different Google trends and YouTube trends that are popping off right now. That way you can filter and see what's getting traffic spikes currently that you can make videos on. And these are 4 of the best ways that I've found to find relevant video topics that are getting a lot of traffic right now. Don't get me wrong. You want to pump out a bunch of videos using the methods that you'll learn in this course. And that's a game changer because you can pump out a bunch of videos and take a bunch of metaphorical shots at the goal to see when you finally score. But you also want to play around with and make videos on topics that have a higher likelihood of getting a lot of traffic as well. Combine those 2 things with consistent uploads and your channel will succeed.